Microsoft 365 tenants are constantly evolving with new policies, new features, and regular updates. It's challenging to keep up with this constant evolution if you want to maintain a secure configuration, which is absolutely crucial in today's landscape, as Gartner expects that through 2025, 99% of cloud security failures will be customers' fault. So, how do you solve this problem? If you want to ensure that your security setup isn't compromised every time a change is made, well, you need a way to automate. This is where Maester comes in. Maester is a PowerShell-based automation framework designed specifically to monitor your Microsoft 365 tenant's security posture. It's very easy to set up, and in just a couple of minutes, you can have comprehensive report of your security posture. So if you are interested, keep on watching, as we will install this tool, run it, and dive together into results. But first, let's start on official documentation page. At the moment, we are on the official website, and I will leave link in the video description so you can go ahead and check it out as well. But what makes this tool absolutely amazing? Well, you can integrate this with CI/CD pipeline. That way, you can completely automate this integration and set up continuous monitoring. And if anything major changes, you will know about it. Another cool feature is customization. Maester is built using Pester and Microsoft Graph API. Therefore, you can write your very own test to validate your tenant security configuration if you want to. And that's absolutely amazing feature for any custom solutions. That said, there are plenty of tests that are already available to you and you can use them for free. At the moment, as I'm recording this video, I believe there are over 88 tests from 3 different domains. The first domain is CISA-based tests. They are based on minimal security configuration baseline. Tests with this prefix, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce this, are based on the Entra ID Security Configuration Analyzer. And lastly, we have tests created from the community. If we scroll further down, you can see breakdown of how many tests are for each domain. But we will dive deeper into them as we get our first results. So, how can you run this tool? Well, we will follow the official installation guide available on their website. If you move to installation guide, the steps to set up Maester are pretty straightforward. So let's open PowerShell and get started with the installation process. First of all, don't forget to run the PowerShell as an administrator. And the first command is to install the module Pester. So let me copy it and paste it over here. One thing though, I have already installed it in the past, so it will be very fast for me. For you, it might take a while, especially the AZ modules we will install later. Next command will install Maester module itself. So let's confirm, and here you go. And next are the modules itself. As Maester communicates with Azure through API, it's also important to have those modules installed. So just make sure you have AZ and ExchangeOnlineManagement modules installed. It's nothing complicated, you will just again copy and paste the commands, which I will leave in the video description. Once you have everything prepared, we will create a new folder where we will install Maester. So let's make a new directory with a simple command. And now we can install it with this command over here. Again, I copy paste everything. After this, you will have to wait a bit, but once it's installed, we can go ahead and log in with our Azure account. To do so, we will use command Connect-Maester. A new pop-up window will appear, asking you to authenticate. And just one small thing, since I already done this the first time, Maester wanted additional consent, so make sure to approve that as well. Once you get past that and you authenticate, everything is prepared. For me, I actually have to cancel this with Ctrl+C, and then it lets me to use the final command Invoke-Maester. Now it will run all the tests one by one. And once it's done, you should see something similar as we have here. This report was generated in test result folder with 59 successful tests, 67 failed ones, and 8 were skipped. Not sure what that means, but Hey, let's go to the report and figure it out together. If we go inside the folder, there are actually 3 different files. For our purpose, we will open up the HTML file in our browser. So just locate the file inside the folder and open it. I did the same thing and here you go. This is the report created by Maester. Firstly, you can see a brief overview of the test and you can scroll further down and the individual tests will be presented to you. But before we explore them, it's very likely the first time you open it, that theme for this report will be very bright. So by scrolling all the way down, you can change it to 9th theme, which I very much prefer. But I leave it to you which one you decide to use. Alright, let's go back all the way up and see the individual tests. First, notice how they start. This indicates different category that we have talked about at the beginning. If we scroll even further down, there will be MS ones and even further empty ones, which are mostly for conditional access policies created by the community. Okay, let's go one more time all the way up there and see our results. Here you can see that first couple of tests are related to FIDO security keys. For me, one check failed. Specifically this one to enforce attestation. To get more details, you can simply click on it and an additional window will pop out. Here you can see why the test failed. My tenant has FIDO authentication set to false. And here you can see further details why it's important. There are a couple of links which you can use and open up, and you will get additional details and information about the specific test and the specific configuration as well. As I've said at the beginning, there are over 80 different tests, so we are not going to explore everything in details. I leave it up to you. I still have to go through the entire report myself, but I know the other consultants inside our company are using this kind of testing. It's really amazing. So let's see other examples that are available to us. Here, for example, if phishing-resistant MFA has not been enforced, an alternative MFA method shall be enforced for all the users. Very important information, and actually Microsoft will enforce MFA for all the users by the time this video is released. So it might be already implemented as you are watching it. This one is also critical to have. Phishing-resistant MFA shall be required for highly privileged roles. This is very good practice to make your critical identities more secure. Managed devices requirement for authentication. This might not be possible for every organization, but also very strong security setup. So make sure to check it out. I think it's a brilliant project and I hope more tests will follow from the community. I hope you also enjoyed this video, and if you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe and like for more content in the future.